Hi, Dr. Emron here, and I want to talk to you today about iron deficiency anemia, which is something that a lot of people deal with, particularly ladies, when they're trying to lose weight. This is something that can really hinder your lifestyle if you're not paying attention to it, and is oftentimes misunderstood, and people get confused about what they need to do because their doctor is telling them to do something that may not really improve how they feel. So here's some of the key things that you need to know about iron deficiency anemia. What that is you don't have enough iron in your body to make hemoglobin, which is the molecule that's going to carry oxygen through your blood. This can oftentimes result in fatigue and dull thinking. It can make you not get really efficient workouts, and your exercise isn't very good, can make you pale and make you overall tired. So we want to make sure that you're getting in adequate iron in your nutrition, be able to support your healthy functions when you're trying to lose weight. So one of the things you need to make sure of, first of all, is that you have good digestion. What do I mean by that? By getting rid of a lot of the bad foods, a lot of the processed foods, we take the burden off our intestine from trying to break the food down. If you have things that are going to gum up the works, so to speak, these are going to cause problems with iron absorption. They may be deficient in certain things like B vitamins, or they may be deficient in iron itself and take the place of more nutritious foods. So getting rid of those and adding in more healthy foods is an important step to making sure that we have adequate iron stores. The second thing we want to do is get rid of some of those things that block iron absorption. So something like tea. People tend to drink tea a lot with their meals, right? They have an iced tea next to their meal to help them wash it down. Unfortunately, the tea has substances in it that actually prevent absorption of iron. So getting rid of the tea, separating it out from the time that you eat, is a good idea. That will help make sure that you're going to absorb and make use of the iron that you actually have in your food. So how do you improve your intake of iron? Well, the common way is to eat more green leafy vegetables. You remember the old Popeye cartoons with spinach? Well, spinach is a fairly good source of iron. It's not the best, but it's a good source of iron. And other green leafy vegetables, things like kale, can be a good source of iron as well. Making sure you take that on a regular basis and include that in your nutrition is a great idea. Now, you get the most benefit from eating iron from animal sources. So if you're eating meat or chicken, meat from beef or chicken, those things are going to contain iron. But one of the better sources actually of meats that contribute iron is lamb, and most people completely ignore that as a potential source of meat. Some people don't like the flavor, but if you spice it, if you cook it correctly, if you marinate it, you will get an amazing taste that you've never experienced before. All right, so think of other options of meats that you might not think of because they may be better sources of iron than what you're used to. Now, one of the things that you can also add into your diet is organ meat. A lot of people don't think of that when they're thinking about things to eat, but things like liver, or kidneys are really good sources of iron. Liver is a fantastic source of iron. Now, we can boost how much iron is available both from our vegetable and our meat sources by doing a really clever thing, and that's adding in an acid. So things like lemon juice or vinegar can be added to a salad, for instance, to boost the amount of iron that's available, or you can marinate your meats in lemon juice, and that again will help us release some of the nutrition in that meat to make it more available for our body to absorb. Okay? And then there are a couple cofactors that we need in order to make sure that we're making adequate use of our iron. Okay, if we don't have enough protein in our diet, we won't be able to actually build the proteins that are going to incorporate the iron to make our hemoglobin molecules that are going to carry oxygen for us. So making sure you take adequate protein allows us to build our own body machinery from that protein and be able to use the iron efficiently. The second thing is making sure that we have adequate amounts of B vitamins, specifically B12. B12 is a cofactor for formation of those hemoglobin molecules. So without it, we'll become anemic and we won't make use of the iron. So making sure that you have adequate amounts of both of those. Now there are a lot of other cofactors that you probably need to help your iron stores and to make use of them. Most of those you can get by taking a multivitamin, a high quality multivitamin on a regular basis. Now, put all these things together, eliminate those bad foods, add in the good foods, add in some of the nutritional supplements, and add in some ways to boost the amount of iron that's available from the foods that you eat, and you're going to be on your way to fixing your iron. Thanks. Hope to see you at the next video.